Hey guys, Curtis here with you today. Today I'm going over this slip lead here. So this is made by the company Fida. I'm assuming I'm pronouncing that correctly. A pet family perfect life. Kind of a tongue twister almost. It says thank you for being one of our valued customers and shopping with us. If you ever need anything, give us a holler. Fida Pet. And on the bottom of that they have their Instagram, I guess name is what you call it, their Facebook name, their email, and then their website. So lots of ways to contact them if you need them. On the back here, we have download the Amazon Shopping app, scan with the Amazon Shopping app to learn more. Get on Google Play, download at the App Store. Wow, they got all types of things to connect here. There's all types of barcodes and different things to scan. So lots of information available to you if you need it or want it. Another little bit here, we have description of what it is. Reflective rope slip leash, 6 feet, not 1.5, but a ½ inch. I'm assuming thick here. Have questions or suggestions, email them, kind of same stuff as on the other one. Let me just get all this stuff off so we can actually see what it looks like. I'm just cutting off this little plastic clip or string, whatever you want to call it here, just holding all their tags on. All right, so let's see what we got. So first, going into the actual handle itself, we have nice little safety precautions here. We have some, lots of stitching on here, lots of stitching there. Got their logo planted right there in front of you. That way everybody knows what they got. So usually underneath these leather bits here, this rope here is touching this rope. I'm not going to tear this open to find out, but generally these things are glued together. So that's also a nice little safety feature if that's what's going on, which everyone I've ever seen on every brand is pretty much always the same. But just by putting this leather piece, is just an extra layer of safety just to kind of help prevent any malfunctions or anything bad from happening to you. It did say this was reflective. So I'm assuming that are these, I believe that's gray. I'm partially colorblind, so I'm just guessing on that one. But I believe that's gray. But these little lines going around it, I'm assuming that is the reflective part. That way, if you're walking your dog at night, you have a car coming at you with headlights, hopefully that'll reflect so they see you and your dog. So nice little safety feature as well. Coming into the other side of it, we have this little extra clip. This is something that you do not see on all slip leads. This is something that's kind of unique, not to this brand I'm sure, but unique to this leash compared to ones I'm generally used to. The purpose of that little kind of buckle is, if my hand was your dog's neck and you're putting it in here, whenever you tighten it, this right here, you can adjust that. You can make it bigger or smaller. So that way, that is as tight as it goes. You can see there's still a gap right here where my finger can fit. So if that was your dog's neck, no matter how hard you pull, it will not tighten beyond that buckle. Again, that buckle is adjustable. So if you have a smaller dog, a larger dog, and so on there, you can adjust the size of that. The other little piece here, this is kind of adjusting it in the opposite direction. So kind of how that would be used, if this was your dog and it just kind of relaxed hanging out here, you don't want it much looser than it is right now. Because if this loosens up, let's say like this, and that's how you're walking around, there's no tension, nothing going on, and your dog decides to back up for some reason, they back right out of the leash, and now you have an issue here. So the purpose of this strap or clip or what do you want to call it here, they have like a brain freeze right here where I can't remember what that would be called, but that little piece, you can move this down. Again, you generally wouldn't be doing this on your own hand, you'd be doing it on your puppy here, but you can use that to kind of tighten it right there. So that way, if your dog's not pulling, they're just kind of casually hanging out, that will prevent this from getting too big. So that way your dog just can't pop their head right out. So again, you have two different things that you can easily adjust. Again, this one prevents it from getting too tight on your dog's neck. And this one right here prevents it from getting too big on your dog's neck. So lots of little options on here, kind of customizable, again, to your dog's specific size. Again, that's very easily adjusted here. Put a little bit of leash through it, give it a little bit of slack, and then now you pull it this way. Just adjust the size. There we go. So very easy to adjust. The actual material itself for the leash, this is almost a I want to say it reminds me of like a bungee type material. It is not flexible too. It does have a slight give, but it's not a bungee cord as far as you can really give it, a lot of pull. But it does kind of feel like a bungee material. And I'm not sure the camera's going to pick this up, but you see when I squeeze it, it kind of gives just a little bit. The camera may not be able to see that, but it definitely does give a little bit. It has a slight give. So that's going to make it a little bit more comfortable on your dog's neck right here. As well on the other side of it, on your hand, if you're grabbing this, or even if you want to wrap it around, that has a little bit of soft give to it. So be a little bit more gentle on your hand, a little bit more gentle on your pup's neck. So all in all, a very high quality leash. So if you are looking for a new leash for you or your puppy or whoever here, so far so good on this one. I definitely recommend it. So I hope somebody out there found this useful, and thank you guys for watching.